How's it going? Okay, man.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. All right. I'm Felix. Thank you for showing your interest in our company. As we know, this interview will be regarding any entry-level position in our sound design team here at Facebook. Do you have any questions before we start?
No.
Awesome. So let me tell you a little bit about us. So we're looking for an interaction sound design intern to join our existing team of interaction sound designers here. We're a group that specializes in creating sonic experiences that enhance and define brand voices for Facebook's family of products. So tell me a bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a recent San Jose State graduate. I majored in communication studies and minored in human resources. I feel like at this point I am ready to seek out an entry-level position, specifically in sound design, which is a field I'm very passionate about.
Great.
And yeah, I'm excited.
Awesome. So you said communication studies. What made you choose that?
A couple years ago, back at my community college, I took a course in public speaking, and it was an area where I needed a lot of practice. It was more of a fear I had, which I told myself that we have to get better in that skill, which is a very important skill to have. The ability to speak one-on-one effectively, and speaking to a group. Which is a great skill to have and develop.
Got it. Describe your experience using sound editing software and duplication equipment.
I'm a self-taught. I've been working with recording software DAWs for about 6-7 years now. It is a passion I picked up in high school. I saw my friend. He was messing with a software, and I asked him, "What are you doing?" And he told me a little bit about it. He wasn't an expert at it or anything, but it intrigued me the moment I saw it. It was something that caught my attention, and I was like, "What is that?" Right?
Yeah.
I went home, looked it up, and read about it, downloaded it, and I just fell in love with it right away. And then the last 6-5 years, I've been just improving. Getting more creative and just having fun and working hard.
Yeah, do you see yourself doing this for a pretty long time?
I do this for a couple, hours and hours a day. It's something I do not because I have to, it's because I want to. There's a lot of passion behind it, and it's something that when I'm working in the software with sound or with recording, I'm in like another world, right? It's where it allows me to be creative and it brings out the best of me.
Got it. Give me an example when you thought outside the box, and how did it help your employer?
To be honest, I like to think I think outside the box every day, right? There's new challenges every day. Technology's changing, so it has required us to keep thinking on what's next and think of how we can do this differently. If something's been done, how can we do it differently? How can we do it effectively? How can we keep creating?
How could you implicate that here at Facebook?
I think that my hunger for creativity and my passion and my enthusiasm is something that can influence others. I come from playing sports since I was a little kid. So I am a very team-oriented person. I know that teamwork is very important. Helping each other and focusing on the same goals brings out the best of everyone. I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
How could you implement your creativity?
Thank you. Yeah. As we know, Facebook is a very prestigious company. It has high demands and is a place where everyone wants to work. So I understand there's a high level of competitiveness, and I think I stand out because I am just passionate and hungry for it, and I'm not doing this just because, right? I'm in love with the process of growing and getting better each day and being creative.
So tell me how you organize, plan, and prioritize your work.
I use a method called time boxing. It's something I picked up from Elon Musk at one of his interviews years back. It's a method where you have a daily task schedule every day. Say on a Sunday, you set up your whole schedule for the week. It could go from 15 minutes to a 30-minute increment. Something that keeps me organized and makes me excited to wake up the next morning and do stuff and get things done and accomplished. It motivates me every day to do the best I can and keep going.
Got it. Do you think you can apply your strategies here at Facebook?
Definitely. As we know, Facebook is a high-paced, environment, and mentioned the high demands that it has, and you have to keep innovating and creating what's next and thinking outside the box, being creative, which is something that I like to say I'm born with. Something that's always in my mind. What's next? How can we improve? To me, that's a big thing, right? If something is already set and it's working well, now how can we improve that? I think that's very important, and especially in tech companies. As we know, technology is growing, so
Got it. And what makes a good team in your eyes as a whole?
As I mentioned before, I played sports all my life, so I understand the importance of teamwork. I'm a very team-oriented person. Because of it, I understand that for a team to be successful, you have to remind each other what the goals are and stay focused and help each other get there. I know sometimes there's little conflicts here and there, but you have to remind each other why you're there in the first place and push each other to do the best you can.
Got it. And why are you interested in this role?
I found this position, I actually didn't know it existed, to be honest. And when I first heard about it, I was excited right away. I was like, wow, there's actually a team and a place where I can release my full potential and be creative and work with others and be innovative.
Our sound design team works in a fast-paced environment. How do you anticipate this kind of environment?
I've worked in customer service for years. Most jobs I've had are revolved around high pace and high demand and very stressful environments, which have allowed me to practice that mental toughness and mental focus, right? When you're under stress, you tend to do things you wouldn't necessarily do, right? So it's it is dealing with those, right? Staying calm, staying focused, and working hard.
How can your unique skills help us keep creating new sounds?
I want to create the next, create new sounds. I want to be someone who creates things that you've never seen, never heard of. That is always exciting when you create something. Creating something, just not just me, but any artist. Creation is something that excites everyone and motivates people. You get the feeling of, wow, I just did this, right? You feel accomplished right away, and it's very unique and it's impacted me in the best way it can, throughout these years.
What are some distinct sounds that come to your mind when you first think of, things like Netflix or Apple? What are some things that?
These are, prestigious companies that have, when you turn on Netflix, you hear the startup sound and automatically, your brain knows you're about to watch Netflix. And